Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another beautiful day here in North Carolina on the farm. It's a little cool this morning, a little breezy, but they're calling for a high of 60 degrees today, so I'm looking forward to that. This video is going to be about the tack room in the barn here. My grandfather had this room situated and built years ago. They kept the sweet feed and the saddles and bridles and whatnot for the horses. Him and my mom showed horses for years. There's two stables here kind of beside me and behind me, and they got troughs in them, so they were able to feed there. Really haven't used this room for anything much since my grandfather passed away. My mom and dad have had horses up here for the grandkids at different times throughout the years, and of course they kept the saddles in here, but usually it was kind of open the door and the stuff was piled up right here because my grandfather had so much stuff in here from years ago and we just never went through it. So I spent yesterday cleaning up in here, about 6 or 8 hours worth. Getting rid of the trash and whatnot. It had hay in here from probably 50-60 years ago. Moved all that dusty mess out. I'll show you the staircase and upstairs, the loft here in the home place here in a little bit. I don't think I've done that in the video, but my plans are to refurbish this little room kind of like a farm office, if you will. The floor is uneven and there's some timbers underneath that have rotted out, so we got it all cleaned out. I've got one more piece here behind me that was a sweet feed bin, if you will. It's a big wooden structure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to get it out of here for today, bring you along for a little bit of that, and we've got to try to get these floorboards up and see if I can figure out some way to brace it up a little bit, get those back down, and possibly build a little bit of structure around here, like I said, to make a somewhat weatherproof office. My mom and dad are up here all the time. We still got farm cats, so they're up here every day, feeding Jack and feeding the cats and whatnot. So give them a place to get in out of the weather when it's cold while they're waiting on the cats to eat. Give me a place to come in, keep paperwork, whatnot, and I think it puts a little bit of historic value. I was going to just, get me a little storage building and whatnot and put it out here for the office, but I think it'd be pretty neat to follow along with the journey of everything else here with the reclaim, to use a room my grandfather built years ago for horse tack and turn that into a farm office. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what this video is going to be about. So bring you along for a little bit of it and see what happens. Okay, real quick, we'll give you a quick tour. I'm standing at the doorway. Back up a little bit. It's got a two-part door to it, bottom and top. Walk in, like I said, up into the home structure. The grain bin slash sweet feed holder, if you will, here I've got to move out, and over here in the corner you can see there were some timbers laying on the ground that weren't part of the home structure that this floor was set on, and of course that side's rotted out. That's where majority of the hay was, so that's rotted out and gone. But all the floorboards are loose. Sorry, didn't mean to make you sick. They're not nailed down, so I stepped on this one yesterday and about did a cartoon moment there. But we're going to try to get this bin out of here and get these boards up and see if I can build some kind of structure on it. You know how I'm starting this carpentry adventure, but like I said, it's all part of the reclaim here. It's always something to do, but definitely need a place to get in out of the weather, better than the shop. So this is the inside of the home structure. So what I'm thinking with some of these 2x4s and what I have, maybe I can build some false walls, if you will, and just put tin on the inside and get it a little more weather tight, where some heat and cool air would stay during the summer months and the winter months. Here's the staircase going up to the loft. I'll take you up there right quick and show you that, and we'll get started. Okay, we're up in the loft now. Little open area here. I showed you in the lean-to video where I'm starting that. You can see the poles out there for the lean-to, so the roof section will actually come up to about here and then slant out to that. So here's where he threw the hay out, like I said in that video. And of course I showed you the staircase just comes up here. Open area over here where he threw hay down for the cows inside there. Lean-to. There's some saddles still here, my grandpa's. This is I think this is a seed cleaner. If any of you guys know exactly what this is, let me know. I saw a video, I think it was on Farm 26. I'm not real sure. It's been up here for years, but I think it's some kind of seed cleaner. Got a few odds and ends here with it. Some kind of board here with numbers and whatnot on it. Sifter screen, I guess you would consider. But if any of you guys know anything about this, let me know. Very interesting. It'll probably live its life out here. There's no way to get it down. But there's the open area. Goes down the alleyway in the barn there, and then of course straight across is the concrete section that was built on. That's not part of the home place, but that's 3 more stables over there where Jack stays. Okay, everybody, we're gonna wrap this one up and call it a video. I think I messed up and showed you the poles for the lean-to out there, and I don't think you've seen that video yet because I was gonna put more on it when we got actually working. So you may see this one before that, and if so, it's not gonna make sense about what I was talking about with the poles and the lean-to, whatever, but get that out of the way up front. Hope you enjoyed it. Wasn't a whole lot today, like I said, some high speed here or there. We got the room cleaned out, got the floor gone, got the rotten timbers out. I've got to figure out some way to suspend the floor, kind of like a deck, if you will, some floor joists and probably some poles in the ground. Get it up off the ground, get some walls built with all those extra 2x4s I got. I'm probably just going to line it with 10. Me and my mom's talked about this for a long time since I started to reclaim, and you know, she loves coming up here and seeing what I'm doing and hanging out. And you know, in the summertime it's really hot. It'd be nice for her to get in out of the sun and get cool a little bit, and in the wintertime, you know, same way with the heat. And also to give me a place to store all my records and stuff like that when we start rolling on with the farm and stuff. So I know I'm bouncing around a little bit here or there, but I'm trying to get all these projects done as quick as I can, that, you know, before it really gets cold, especially the lean-to out there. I just have to do what I can, you know, when I can, when I'm by myself. I'm waiting on my buddy to get back with me on the building out there so we can finish putting the poles in the ground and get the bond board attached up top. And I think after that I can handle a lot of it myself. So, you know, I just don't want to twiddle my thumbs, and this is something, like I said, that we've talked about for a long time. So sometimes you just gotta grab the bull by the horns and go after it. I'm sure it'll be cobbled up and, you know, probably put 10 times more building material than it needs, and stuff's not gonna line up, it's not gonna be square and whatever else, but you know what, it'll be better than it was. So that's where we are. I just want to say thank you everybody for watching. Please consider subscribing if you hadn't already. Hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. It does help the channel out quite a bit. Thumbs down, I understand, it's not for everybody. Share the videos, get them out there. Might be somebody else interested in a little bit of this I'm doing. You know, carrying on the legacy of what my grandpa and all my ancestors started is what this is all about. And one day this is going to be back a good working farm. If you guys will hang in there with me, we'll get there. Until next time, thank you.